first time jitters. Hey, hi everybody. How's it going? Uh, welcome back. Well, should we say welcome back or say welcome to? Seeing as how it's been a while.
Well, it's a mix slash back slash two.
Back to reality.
Back to the bull crap.
Yeah, basically. Mm.
Oh,
Alrighty.
all
Well,
right.
it's us, chillin' vanilla. Back at you with another one. This time around, what are we reviewing today?
Nichijou.
Nichijou.
At least that's how I pronounce it.
Nichijou, My Ordinary Life. Very interesting little show.
Oh, you read the English title? What a loser.
It's part of the title, bro. So yeah, so we're gonna go over this one. It's interesting in the fact that it's not really like in order. It's just kind of like random snippets because it's a slice of life, but it's not like a coherent one where there's like a beginning, middle, and end. Stuff just kind of happens. Uh, but
Stuff and things.
it's yeah, stuff and things. It's a
It
good
reminds
one.
me of like a Family Guy kind of structure. Like it's just
Yeah,
a bunch
before
of
they
baby stories with all the
yeah
characters.
before they started making actual storylines in Family Guy. Put it that way, like old school Family Guy. But
Yeah. Well,
we're gonna go over Nichijou. Basically, the premise of the story is there are three friends um, in high school, and they get into a bunch of weird hijinks. And
there's an asterisk behind the in high school thing.
yeah, it says they're in high school. I'm sure it's like freshmen in high school in Japan. So, and it's like a smaller town in Japan. Um,
I don't believe that though, because they were doing like career stuff, questioning like at in the end of the season. So
I mean, yeah,
it
it's
sounds
normal.
like they're like at the end.
Yeah, it's normal. It's like
Not as a freshman.
you never know. We're
Hmm.
not Japanese, okay? We don't know these things,
That's
bro.
true. That is true. All right, either way, continue, good sir.
I will continue. So yeah, it's a bunch of random hijinks and mishaps and just over the top ridiculousness with our characters and their daily lives. The comedic irony, of course, being it's called My Ordinary Life. It's not ordinary. There's nothing ordinary about it. Yeah. So we're gonna get into that. If you'd like to start us off, good sir.
I don't know about you, but it's pretty ordinary here in Texas to suplex deer while
Oh
you're in high
God,
school.
yes, yes. One of the best scenes in the entire show for sure.
Yeah, I think what this thing like came out 2011.
Was it 11 or
Yeah,
15? Let's
it's
see
old. That's
here.
all
Yeah,
that
it's
matters.
older. Let's
But
see.
animation quality, usually what we start with. I mean, for 2011, it's fine, and for the fact that it's just a slice of life comedy, it's basic animation. But I think that fits well with all the bull crap they have going on.
See,
Actually, it's animated really well,
yeah, I
in
was
my
like,
opinion. Like all the over exaggerated scenes and shit that they do. Like my favorite ones when they like are running full speed and it's just like that over exaggerated action anime. That's the best part right there.
you can tell for sure that it's like a fever dream for a studio that basically had some like extra budget and just tossed it towards this. That's all I'm getting from this. No, I didn't research that. That's probably not true. I don't care. That's how I'm gonna say it, and that's what I feel. Because the animation on the show is phenomenal. There'll be random minor details like the spinning of a pen, and it's painfully beautifully animated for no reason. Absolutely no reason.
Well, and I like the different styles they kind of jump between. Like,
Yeah,
like
they'll jump between like super serious and then like weird like sketchbook and then uh like shonen animation where it's like if they're embarrassed it's like they or if they're incredibly embarrassed and they're just like it's just the hair over the eyes and they're just like super like stoic and it's interesting. I enjoyed it. One of my favorite scenes was when they get stopped by the cop.
Jeez. For what, the fake money one
Yeah, and she just like
where she
KOs
beats up
everybody.
everybody?
And,
Yeah.
and the thing was, it wasn't even counterfeit bills on her end. It was just the stupid drawings.
Her hentai anime drawings that
Yeah,
she
I'm like, why are you drawing that? Yeah, it's oh man.
Oh man. Yeah, no. Yeah, that was definitely a good scene. I mean, they had a lot of good like baby stories within the whole thing. Like I liked the hot air balloon one
Oh, for sure.
that they kept cutting into every few episodes where just I don't even know what was going on half the time. The magical damn wooden cube beads that Mio wore in her hair.
Yeah,
Like it's
that's
just the
so
most
stupid.
over exaggerated dumb crap. Like the magic cubes, I need to get it and I can overthrow the king.
The 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 first time they brought that whole scenario into like the evil organization that took over the king or whatever, and it's
Oh,
like he just trips on like a pebble. He's he's dead.
well, the
So
funny part was is
stupid.
they started like an episode with that, like
Yeah.
out of nowhere. So it's like just you next episode, and all of a sudden it's just dumb, dumb scene. You have no idea what's going on. But yeah, no, that was a good one. Obviously, the deer is probably up there as one of my favorite scenes.
100%. That's
Yeah,
it. There's
just
nothing that ties it to anything. It just she gets sent to the hallway and then she witnesses a deer in a
the principal
yeah, the principal and the
wrestling
deer.
a deer.
This is the most ridiculous, over the top shit, and it's again beautifully animated. Like there's no need for it. It looks like you're watching like two warriors slug it out, like in a like hero anime or some shit. Like I don't even know. I
It,
don't even know how to
if
properly
you
describe
if
it.
you don't watch the show at all, you at least have to look up that
That
whole
particular
scene
scene,
because
just
it's just
Nichijou principal deer fight. Like
because you might think, oh, I need context for that. You don't because
at
we
all.
didn't get context either. If you watch the show,
Yeah, it just happens, and it's like, oh,
which is
okay,
basically the whole show. It's
oh for
literally
sure.
just no context, everything.
And
I
the
I
thing too,
do I do
good.
like how they added stories at the end. Like they kind of started tying things together. I think they like the second half of the season they kind of got away from as
Yeah,
random of stuff.
yeah. Like it starts getting a little more cohesive, and not like just completely disjointed to where it's like one thing's happening over here, and even like the intermission for like the middle of the episode, even then that still
Yeah.
sometimes ties into the story. So there
Yeah,
was
they
just so
definitely
many things
changed it,
going on at once, and then I guess they were like, let's be a little more cohesive here, like
which I'm glad. It made it easier to watch at the end because
for
I'm gonna be
sure.
honest, dude. This is not a show to watch in a short period of time.
100%
This is
agree.
a watch it when you're just taking a break from a different anime kind of show because
I was
it
not
was
expecting.
painful.
Yeah, I was not expecting to. I thought it was like 12 episodes. I didn't realize it was a full 26. I was like, ah, shit. All right, well.
We already dove in too deep.
I was like, this is all right. Well, we're here.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a pain to watch. I struggled a lot trying
Animation
to
was
actually watch.
animation was definitely
Now that has nothing to
a
do with the
favorite.
quality. I love the show. It's just not a watch all at once kind of show.
Yeah, now like unless you have nothing to do and you want to binge it, you can. It's bingeable. It'll take you a few hours, but like,
A
do
few
you want
days.
all of that chaos all at once? Sure, maybe you're a sadist. But
Yeah, no, my
yeah,
brain can only handle so much.
yeah. Like I don't know about you, Cole. I know I watch it in chunks, like 6 episodes here, 4 episodes there. Like
I had to
I
break
couldn't
it
do
up
like a
between. Yeah, no.
yeah, I couldn't do like 10 straight episodes or anything like that. That was I tried it the first day and that was pain. Not like it's shitty pain. It's just like it's an overload of things that's happening.
It's a sensory overload of
Yeah,
just crap going on in the show.
because there's literally like genuinely way too many items, way too many things going on at once, and so it's like, okay, cool. Should I focus on this character? Am I supposed to care about this character? Like the normal stuff that you would do while watching an anime, it doesn't work.
No, well, yeah, no. I think my favorite character was probably Nano, the robot girl, just because I think she had the best character overall, in
Oh
my
yeah, for
opinion.
sure. Yeah,
She's. I liked how they let the little genius scientist girl let her go to Hakase, let her go to school finally. I was like, it only took y'all half the season to let her do
Yeah,
that.
I was like, why?
I was still mad about the key thing. I was like, take the damn key out of her bag.
Yeah, that's just cruel.
But
I was like, come on, man. Like, let
that
her.
that whole yeah, that whole sub story like throughout like the second half of the season where the science teacher was trying to capture Nato
Yeah,
and ended up messing it up somehow every time. That was probably the one of the better storylines. Is just Nano's side of things. I think was the better story and characters. Oh,
I appreciated that entire
and the
like,
cat.
yeah. Then that's why that the entire chunk that was Nano and I can never remember the little girl's name, but
Akase
yeah,
and
and
Sakamoto.
Sakamoto. It's Mr. Sakamoto. Like it's just too good. It's I love the cat. I don't even like cats. I just like him trying to be serious all the time, and then he starts like playing with like baseballs and shit like a normal cat would, like chasing
It's
his
funny
tail and
when
shit.
the little girl always blames him for shit, and he's like, "What?"
She eats an entire cupboard full of snacks.
Oh,
Who
that
ate
dude,
it?
that girl, all she did was eat. Holy crap!
He said it could happen. What? Yeah, it was good.
Uh,
As far as that's concerned. Moving
Mai
on
was
to
pretty good too, though.
mine.
Yeah, the girl with the glasses that was like
Oh my
really
god, yes.
shy and well, not yeah, shy. I guess
I'd say
quiet. The
shy. She's
quiet
very
girl,
quiet, very stoic. Interesting on
random as
yeah,
hell.
very random.
Yeah, no, I think she was a good like she was a good kind of relief to Mio and Yuko's like craziness.
Yeah.
Because like Yuko, oh dude, Yuko annoyed the crap out of me. She's just her character. She's that oblivious to everything, clumsy idiot,
There's
but
I think
super athletic.
incredibly. I think I mentioned previously or maybe a couple weeks ago, I can't remember. But Azumanga Dao was a good show from years ago. And there was this chick from Osaka. And so they're like, you speak funny because people from Osaka speak completely different Japanese. So like they made her like Texan for some reason. But she was like that, like kind of out there, a little slower on the uptake than the rest of the characters. Like just but like incredibly athletic as well. Didn't make any sense.
Yeah, no, what one of the other ones, kind of just a super minor character I appreciated was I don't know his name, the kid with the mohawk.
Oh my god, yes.
His
Holy
mohawk,
hell.
how he like when he like folded it down in half and parted it down the middle, and then his mom
Yes.
walked in, but then his dad,
His
who's like that
dad.
little vendor stand, he's got the hair, his
Stupid
hair is
egghead,
like split
yes.
down the middle. But then like there was a scene where he like whipped his hair and it
Yeah.
like goes into a mohawk for like a second and then falls back down. Like, oh my god. Like my hair just doesn't grow anywhere else.
The principal like
No,
taping
that
on
was
his toupee that's not even a full toupee, it's just the back of his
yeah, no, that was
like when I say like when we
mm,
say this is random, it's really random. Like there's this that the kid with the afro, like why? There's no need for it. And he like
yeah,
pulls out
no.
like, excuse me, Miss Counselor, yeah, would you like some hot bun cakes? I was like, what? Pulls out like freshly cooked red bean cakes out of his freaking fro.
Oh yeah, I
Uh,
forgot about that one. That was early, wasn't it?
yeah, it was
I
earlier on.
totally forgot about that. Oh
Him and then
jeez.
there's Sasahara. I love Sasahara and Homegirl. Their little interactions where she's instead of a tsundere, like where it's like I like you, but I'm not gonna let you know, man. Like you watch Black Clover, right?
No,
What? Do
we ain't done that
better.
one. Bitch, we've been over this like so many times that I have
I'm
not watched
aware. I
that
figured
show.
by now you know you get it together. Trash. But
Yeah,
yeah,
well,
she's like for those that have seen Black Clover, she's like Noelle from Black Clover, except whereas Noelle just has like water magic, Homegirl apparently has unlimited access to every weapon known to man.
She
Uh,
got them deep pockets.
apparently, because I'm like, yo,
Yeah, I did appreciate her whipping out an arsenal every time the dude pissed her off.
yeah, like Sasahara, that's his name,
Yeah.
the pretty boy. All I think of when I
The-
see him is Sakamoto. Haven't you heard? I'm Sakamoto.
yeah.
We should watch it at some point. You'll like it just because it's like why.
Well, that's what this whole show is just why.
It's one big why. Who asked for this?
What am I watching? Question in my life every episode I turn on.
Every single episode, I was like, wow. All right,
Wow.
wow. Yeah, the one of my favorite parts was the the standard issue like beach episode.
Yeah.
So they did that, but they were like on the river, like next to like a little small stream, like nearby their house or whatever. They're like making this big meal and shit, and they completely fuck it up. It's too good.
Yeah. No. Well, there's that other scene by the river where Mai did that prank on Yuko
Oh yeah.
about the joke about liking her, like liking her, like wanting to date, and
She went so deep into it too.
she's like one of those just can't read the room kind of
At all.
personalities.
Her personality is perfect because it's just this super deadpan. You have no idea when she's joking or not.
Yeah.
When she got her, when she's like, she's like, I was just joking. I figured you would get it. And she's like, what? No, no yeah, okay, cool. It's just glad you're joking. You didn't understand the other joke. What other joke? That I thought you would get it. And I'm like, dawg.
Damn, you didn't have to end her whole career like that. Yeah, no that. There's too many just because of how many little stories there are. There's no way we could even cover everything
At
that
all.
happens in
This is
that
literally
show.
like
Like,
1/20th of
yeah, there's just so many things to try and appreciate that
yeah.
you have to watch it yourself.
Like I said, it's genuinely a fever dream because there's so many little tidbits and like little stories and little jokes. It's like the writers or the creators just said, you know what, we're gonna make or compile a bunch of the jokes that we have, from working together and stuff like that, or like growing up, and just get a fat check and throw it at this damn anime and create something like just a one off that doesn't ever need a sequel or anything. It's just something that if you take the time to watch, you'll appreciate the shit out of it. And that's kind of where I'm at. Like animation's phenomenal, character design, character development, everything. Like everything is very. I guess I won't say like campy. It kind of is at times, but it's more like it's kind of a feel good show. Like at no point there's nothing that's like so super serious that it's like, man, they've been stringing me along this entire time, and now I'm sad. Like
Oh
I
yeah, the
know
whole show doesn't take itself serious at all.
at all. It knows what it is. It's very much like, hey, we're just here to crack jokes and be stupid and make things look really pretty in the process. Like,
Yeah, no. I will say there was a scene when they were the girls were like running across the road in the rain, that kind of side view.
yeah,
I was like, where's Truck Coon? I was thinking someone was about to get hit by a car, and then she almost did. I was like, oh
my
shit.
man's is like, this is about to turn into an isekai. All right,
I
like
would not have put it past them to nail the
so
crap out of
randomly.
one of those kids with a truck.
Let's mix things up even more.
Yeah, that was the most stressful part of the show right there. And it was like
uh,
what, 15 seconds worth of it?
yeah, exactly. It's overall as far as the animation is concerned, I really loved it. Character development. It's not really a lot of development, I wouldn't say. There's some with some characters, um, but I think it's just not so much development as much as it is you're just exposed to them more, so you kind of like piece together like their personalities a little more occasionally, depending on the individual. Like I could never put a finger on like is she okay? Like is she like the quiet kid in class that like if you mess with her like there's gonna be some problems later down the line? No? Okay, cool. Like she's just Weird. She's very deadpan. Okay, got you.
Yeah, no, I like all the abrupt like they're not hesitant to just knock someone out with something.
Yes.
There's like constant scenes where someone's nailing the crap out of somebody with an object, or
Yes.
like the game they were playing where Mai like slammed the book on Yuko's head. It was the early episode.
Yeah.
It's just all the abrupt, just over exaggerated cartoon. I mean, it's cartoon,
Yeah,
obviously,
it's
but
cartoon. Uh, the first time you like actually meet Sasahara and he's like talking with
oh,
homegirl and she's like, "Oh, the we need an idea for the club or whatever the hell. It's like a play or some shit." And he's just like, "Hmm, I've got nothing." And she just like whips out a revolver and shoots him in the head. I'm like, "Yo, whoa!" I'm like,
whips
"Why
out
is he okay with
like a
this?"
rocket cube. It's got like 9 rockets in it. And
Yeah,
she's
I'm
just
like,
pointing at
"Holy
him.
shit!" She's just firing like rocket salvos at him and everything. Anytime he gives
I
her a
didn't know
stupid
we were in
answer,
America.
yeah, right? I'm like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, no that. Man. Yeah, the Go Plus Soccer Club too. Whatever the
Yes,
hell
that
that
was
was.
so stupid. It's like, wait a minute, this is a real thing. When her homeboy showed up and he's just like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm so glad I was an MVP in my last school." Oh, okay, cool. And he starts to do all this extra ass shit like acrobatics and shit. I'm like, whoa.
What? What?
My man's just like, "Nah, I just put a name together. I didn't know this was actually real." He's like, "What? You weren't aware?"
Yeah, and then when he does like the standoff with the teacher,
Yeah.
and then the one guy shows up. He all of a sudden he knows everything about what they're doing. It's like, oh, that dangerous move! How dare he in a recreational match? Like what? And he's doing some random pose. Yeah, no, it's I'm telling you, it's literally impossible to cover everything.
Every
Like even to
scene,
give you a
every like to give you like a good I guess in mentioning some of these scenes, like if you use your imagination, you'll go, that sounds weird. Um, the entire show is weird like that. You know, at no point during any show would I think, oh, I'm going to witness a principal old man um, suplex a deer like that. That's not something that you see in most shows. But yeah, so as far as that's concerned, characters, great animation, great characters. The scenery,
pacing's all over the place, but you
yeah.
know,
So we
that's just
can't really do like
it's
our normal.
it's just a show.
Yeah, we can't really do like a normal pacing convo on that one, just because, like you said, it's everywhere. I mean, the only thing that ties in with the pacing is the comedic pacing. It's top notch. Um, if you're, excuse me, if you're in the mood to, if you're in the mood to kind of just like veg out and watch a show and just get some chuckles, like you had a bad day, you know, your boss farted while he walked by your desk, and you had to smell it, and you hated everything, and you know, just normal shit. You get stuck in
An oddly
traffic.
specific scenario.
I know it wasn't a bus, but yeah, um, yeah, you know, stuff like that where it's just you feel bad. You come home, you're like, I just want to relax. You know what? I'll fire some Nichijou, and then you know you pick it and you watch it, and then you get your chuckles, and they're well timed chuckles, and the drama of some of the scenarios is like textbook, like theater. Basically, it's like theater at its best, but in animated form,
Yeah,
and
no,
I really enjoy the fact that you could tell that they enjoyed creating it. It wasn't just like let's crank it out and get some money. Like they enjoyed creating it, and you can tell with every single episode, even the intermissions are ridiculous. Like, come on,
yeah, they there's not a dull moment going on there.
at all for 26 episodes, man.
And what
It's
they're
like,
like
good lord,
25 minutes a piece.
yeah, roughly,
And about 20 minutes after intros and outros.
exactly. And it's just like,
Yeah.
God, you had to watch it that way, 2 times speed. I won't say where
Yeah.
because you know,
Pros for me, I think, are obvious. I think we've already labeled all the pros. Good comedy, just a nice, relaxing show. I mean, overall, it's a good show.
yep.
I can't knock it. We've had a couple bad ones we watched, but this one was a nice, pleasant surprise.
Indeed.
Cons, I think the only cons would be okay. There was a couple times where like Hakase was annoying as hell
Yes.
with all her crying, but I mean, I got over it quickly. And then the only other con is more of a personal con. It's just I think there was some jokes culture-wise that are only someone who knows anything about Japanese culture would probably understand because there are a lot of things in there that I'm like I have no idea what that even is or means. Maybe I'm just a naive idiot, but no, that's probably the only thing where I was like, well, I really have no idea what's going on. Like, but usually those scenes lasted 10 seconds, and the next thing I know,
Yeah.
it's on to
And
something, and
yeah, it's on right back
you
to the
forget
same
about it.
thing.
So, I mean, that's pretty much it for me.
Yeah, I mean, I have to agree. Pretty much, like the pros, like you said, we've pretty much covered them. I mean, the animation's great, comedic pacing outstanding. The characters themselves, like I love all their different personalities. Um, the even the like supporting characters for the supporting characters, like they still bring something to the table. You know, there's still like comedic moments tied in with those people. The prime example, like the um, the ditzy one. Went to go get coffee for the first time. Yeah, the ditzy one went
Do
to go get
you
coffee
know
for the first
English?
time. I mean, maybe it's my first language, kind of. Yeah, she went to go get coffee at the. I'm gonna go test out this new coffee spot, and like goes in there and has no idea how to order.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
But like even then, the barista, like she wasn't just like emotionless. Like she so brought something to the table. Like, oh my god, like I don't know how to tell her. Like it's not that difficult. Should I explain to her what this is? I think she's having like a panic attack. What do I do now? I'm having a panic attack. Like you can see all of that just happening in real time.
Yeah, they
And
definitely capture the every probably young people's internal
yeah,
monologue of how over exaggerated things probably are in people's head. They just show it on the screen
yeah,
instead.
especially in like in high school. Like
Yeah.
everybody overthought everything in high school, and if they didn't, they were probably high. So,
I know a few
uh,
people.
but yeah, that's about what I got
That
for
and these people were
pros.
drawn like junior high kids, but
Yeah, I know it's standard anime shit. Well, they kind of went
Dude,
with the
I honestly
more
thought the teacher was a kid.
they
I
went.
didn't realize she was a teacher until like 10
They
episodes
mentioned
in.
something about it. Yeah, the
Yeah.
the art style is like more chibi esque, so that makes sense. Um, but yeah, the only con I really had was the length, man. That's really about it. I
Oh, yeah.
fully thought this was gonna be like 12 episodes and done. And then I cracked that bad boy open and it's basically like, hey, can you get me a beer? Yeah, sure, not a problem. And then they come back with 340s. Why? I don't want 40s. I just wanted a regular beer, bro. Nah, fam. Go and get that duct tape. Pop them on your hands. No, this isn't what I came. This isn't what I came here for. That's basically what happened. Um, Not a fan.
And you're welcome. We warned you in advance if you haven't seen it.
Yes, if you haven't seen it, hey, like I said, like we mentioned earlier, like we will continue to mention 26 episodes. So if you're down for that, hey, fire it up. It's worth it. I would definitely say. Um, I do feel like if you watch it in chunks, it'll be better than trying to binge it because you may either get overstimulated or just like, okay, well that's enough of this, and move on to something else. And to get like the full enjoyment of the show, it would be better to just break it up. Honestly,
Oh, for sure. Well, we are going to continue like we did in our previous episodes on YouTube, the waifu of the week.
indeed, we're gonna fire this up.
We always did that kind of thing.
Hell yeah!
Waifu of the week.
Alrighty. Who you got for waifu of the week?
Nobody,
Yeah,
because they're all drawn
absolutely
like
nobody.
children.
That's correct.
Hope
If
that's not a
anyone, it would
surprise to
be
anybody.
if anyone, it would be probably the counselor, but not even because
No, I thought she was a child.
I
She
didn't
was
think
a
she was a
child for 10
child. I
episodes.
thought
No,
that
dude,
she
I thought she
was.
was a child. I thought she was one of the students. Like,
They even announced her as the
almost.
counselor in like
I
episode
didn't pay
4 or
that close
something.
attention. Well, I was thinking, I don't remember. I just remember seeing her character. I was like, that's one of the students. Oh, it's not.
Oh no, bro.
Oh no. Yeah, no, that was. I
That's great.
was. Yeah, there's no way. Not with this art style.
Oh man, but yeah, I'd say we're going to wrap it up there, just because it's a pretty chill anime as far as like you got time on like a weekend and you just want to burn through an anime. It's not something that you're going to be like, oh my god, this was insanely memorable. But there are going to be a
Best
couple of
anime
scenes.
ever.
Yeah, better than anything I've ever watched, bro.
Better than Dragon Ball Z.
Better than Attack on Titan. Titan's got nothing on Homegirl with the missiles. Like, but yeah, it's
Better
definitely
than Phase
something.
Gabby.
Oh god, boom headshot, 2-0 with headshots. But yeah, it's not something you're gonna be like, oh man, I'm gonna rush and like tell the masses, put it in the papers. It's not gonna be anything like that. It's just a kind of a feel good show. You're gonna watch it.
Well,
You're
with that
good.
said, sir, what is your rating?
With everything that we've discussed, I would definitely rate it at like a smooth 4 out of 5. We're gonna go out of 5. It's just easier.
So 8 out of
Because
10.
yeah, I mean, if I go out of 10, then it's like, well, I might make it like more like an 8. I might go like the Mal route and be like, it's like an 8.3 in some areas, but like an 8.7. That's why I'm just gonna do a nice out of
No.
5.
This is
4 out of
overall.
5.
Just
Okay,
make it
fine.
easy.
Overall, I'll just pop it out.
Because out of 10 gives us more options.
8.5 out of 10.
Wow.
Yeah, we're putting it up there. 8.5. The only docking would be for the series length, which some people will be like, "That's stupid," and that's fine.
It's a
It's your
personal
opinion. It's a
rating.
personal thing.
That's why it's an opinion.
Indeed. What you?
I was 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
Similar thing. The length was hard to keep up with in a short time, but that's also kind of a how you consume it kind of rating. And then also like I said, that minor thing of like some of the nuances of Japanese culture that I probably didn't get.
Yeah.
Made it less enjoyable for an American watching, but I'm sure it was 10 out of 10 for plenty of people who actually understood everything.
And we just do better, Doug.
Why would I do that?
It's a lot of work on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's our take on good old Nichijou, My Ordinary Life.
I think next week, Wednesday, 7:30 Central Standard Time. We'll be back doing Rising of the Shield Hero Season 2.
Season 2.
We are going to be streaming every Wednesday, so bring your ass here.
We
Twitch.
have a goal to crank out an episode every week, and if we don't, I need y'all to blow us up. Discord is being set up as we speak, so we'll provide updates as far as that's concerned. You can always reach us on our social media pluggables all day, baby.
They've been like blinking at the bottom,
blinking all day,
the whole time. So
see us on Twitter, Instagram, of course here on Twitch, YouTube for sure.
Just look up Chillin' Vanilla. It'd be easy to find.
If you want to listen to us on your commute or just while you're doing chores and whatnot, and want to listen to our suave, beautiful voices, we do have the audio version. It's on Anchor. If you want to reach out there, cool. You can hit us up at our any of our social media. We should have the link in there.
We got some kind of link. There's links to links to links.
Yeah,
you'll eventually find it.
You'll find the links, and if anything, I'll see if I can get this dang QR code for all the links to pop up. If not, I'll just pop the link in here.
That's all for now, folks.
That's all we got, baby. Appreciate it. Love y'all. See you in the next one.
Later.
Later.